Okay, most of you already know that yesterday we were playing Elder Scrolls Oblivion pretty much all freaking day. Freaking phenomenal. And honestly, I kind of want to just do this reaction to freaking put the message out, because there's a lot of people online that have no idea this game is out, and
Elder Scrolls
the
4
rumors have been
Oblivion
going
Remastered
crazy. They just sort of shadow dropped the game, so they were just like, bam, drop it, don't tell nobody. No advertisement, no nothing.
Absolutely blowing doors out of the Steam charts right now. And as of recording, we are approaching 175,000 players concurrently on Steam right now. Within
nice, and I'm freaking playing it on the Xbox Game Pass.
8 hours of the game launching on a Tuesday morning, which is also a game that is day one Game Pass. Weird how some games can succeed in multiple places. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. I gotta be honest right off the bat here. This is no way, no how, anywhere close to what I thought it was going to be. I expected maybe we'd see like 25, 35,000 people picking this game up on SteamDB. And
nah, son, you gotta understand. We've been this look at the games we've been getting for the last. Let's see, what do we got this year that's been, like, amazing? Monster Hunter was good. Assassin's Creed was booty. Kingdom Come Deliverance was good. I love the look of South of Midnight, but I'm hearing from everybody that it's booty cheeks. Expedition 33, I've heard is good. No idea what the frick that is. That looks cool. Doom the Dark Ages, we're waiting. Is it already out? Yeah, no, not yet. We're gonna be getting Night Rain, Mario Kart World, Death Stranding. So a lot of this stuff is not out yet. We are starved, brother. We are starved for freaking video games right now, is what it is. And what did we get last year? Well, let's look at all the amazing... What games do we have from last year to play? Oh, damn, hold on. Alright, look at the highlights. Screw the wiki. So 2024, we had the DLC to Elden Ring. We had Metaphor. I heard that one was good. I haven't played that one yet. Astrobot. That one's rigged. I don't care what anyone says. I haven't played it myself, though. Animal Well. Don't know much about it myself, personally. Balattro's a good one. Destiny 2. If y'all saw that Destiny 1 or Destiny 2 is good, you're on copium. Shut the hell up. It's a terrible game. Dragon's Dogma 2 is a game that needed more time in the oven. It's good, but it was like half-baked. They needed to fix it. Hades 2, Azai. Helldivers 2, amazing. Amazing, but it fell off like a cliff, like a steep cliff. They could not keep up the momentum. They fell off hard. Garbage. Who the hell knows what that is? I mean, but Nintendo, so who the frick plays it, you know, besides freaking kids with freaking Nintendo Switch? Amazing, phenomenal, one of the best games of the year, honestly, except it was a freaking remaster, so I'm not gonna give you credit for that. Make a new game. I don't know what the hell that is. No, I heard good things about the Plucky Squire. Prince of Persia, I heard great things about as well. Rise of the Golden Isle, I have no idea. Shin Megami Tensei, don't know anything as well, honestly. We had Silent Hill 2. Alright, well that's one thing, the remaster, again, remaster, no original games coming out. Or a remake, whatever the frick. Slay the Princess, I heard was alright. Good game. Steam play, like, we're starved, brother! You get what I'm getting at? We got no major AAA titles that, like, you would be able to sit down and be like, oh, this is, you know, there you go, we finally got one. Wukong. Black Myth Wukong, which they everybody freaking gave it a wrong score. It's actually a 10 out of 10. They actually got that wrong. The campaign was garbage. Fight me. I don't care. I played the whole campaign on stream. It was garbage. There were some fun bits. Everything else was stupid. Yeah, it's garbage. It's all garbage. We got nothing. So yes, we finally got a video game. Finally. It's a remaster, but we got a video game that we know. We know for a fact, we're gonna get this game. It's gonna have all the content. There's not gonna be any microtransactions. I don't need to have multiplayer enabled. I can just play the game and be lost in the world. It has a full game, so many side quests. Bro, you can be playing this for the next 10 years. Trust me, I have been.
And the rest going to Game Pass. We are now getting closer to 200,000 players concurrently.
Yes.
On launch day, just a few hours after a shadow drop. So suffice it to say, this game did all right.
Remember, shadow drop. No one even knows this game is out. They didn't make an announcement or nothing.
Right. Though it's not without a few things that are extremely questionable. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full art.
And bro, it's you don't even. This game proves that you don't gotta do much to make a good game, or to even remaster a good game. Final Fantasy VII is a remake. Is it's a great. It's an amazing example of a perfect remake. But Oblivion is an example of a perfect remaster. Hell, it still has some of the bugs from the original game, but they only focused on quality of life stuff. They didn't focus on the funny glitches. They focused on the ones that ruin your experience.
Article breaking down how Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered is completely shocking the world right now and blowing people away with fantastic remade experiences, even though they say it's a remaster. Much of this game, if not all, is rebuilt from the ground up in the
No, they even added what you saw there. They even added not real animations, but in-game, in-engine animations where they force perspective the camera for a second there. It's amazing. Phenomenal. I love it.
Real engine, and people are having their minds blown. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered launch is not just the secret that everyone expected, but also beyond the basic success, it is a full-blown phenomenon. Within 5 hours of the release and via SteamDB, the game has already rocketed past 160,000 concurrent players on Steam.
I might get it myself just to have it in my collection. I want this remaster. I have the original. But I want the remaster. And now I want them to give the same treatment to Fallout 3. Because I think it's gonna be freaking awesome. Y'all need to get on this. Okay. This needs to happen. I got the Game of the Year edition. Because I think I originally had it on, the Xbox 360? What the frick was it? Anyway. At this point, we're in... freaking... How much time I got in this game? What's up? Time played 8 minutes? I doubt it. I had a whole freaking 9-hour stream yesterday. What do you mean? Whatever. Point being, 9 hours in, roughly, and more or less, give or take. The game is phenomenal. I want the exact same thing. In fact, I'm curious to know why the hell this same exact treatment was not given to Skyrim.
Few short hours
this is better than the Skyrim remaster. Remake, whatever the frick, release.
70,000+ concurrent players and still going up. proving that a well-made product will always sell well, even with having it on day one access with Xbox Game Pass. All of this is flying directly in the face of that tired narrative that defenders of slops say that Game Pass kills PC game sales, and you shouldn't look at SteamDB for how many people are playing a game when it's on Game Pass, because that skews the numbers. I'm looking at you, South of Midnight, which currently on Steam...
Yeah, no, you gotta stop. It's literally free. It's free on Game Pass. I'm playing it free on Game Pass to stream. I'm gonna buy it. Like, at this point, I've played 9 hours in, and I'm buying it again. You've convinced me. I have it on the Xbox 360, or whatever the frick it was. And I'm gonna buy it again, even though I've only played apparently 8 minutes of the Game of the Year edition. Just because I want it. I want it. I always wanted it in my library.
It has 502 players and an all-time concurrent player count of 1,438. And sure, people were looking at South of Midnight like, oh...
No, honestly, depending on how Steam be going nowadays, I might go GOG. Because they're like, GOG is the only freaking platform that so far has been adding, like, that extra protection for, like, future-proofing games and all that. I freaking love it.
Oh yeah, that game is on Game Pass, so that's why it's not doing very well over on Steam. Yeah, that's why everyone's over on Game Pass. And
you know what's funny? It's on Game Pass. I still haven't played it on Steam. On stream, I mean. And I'm actually one of the only people that was avidly defending that game.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Assassin's Creed.
People were giving me flack. For being what, anti-DEI? Like in video games? I don't see none of y'all putting out videos for this. South of Midnight, I freaking made like 3 reactions to their trailers. None of y'all did nothing. I don't see nobody out there supporting these games like I do.
The same thing with Ubisoft.
I'm the only person who put out reactions on Avowed and played the entire game all the way through. I beat all of Avowed. Meanwhile, all of the actual modern audience, the supporters of that game, none of y'all played that game. Not a single one of you touched it. I'm gonna make a review, and I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. I'm gonna talk all the smack I feel like talking.
Plus and saying, yeah, we'd have more people over on Steam if we didn't have our own launcher with Ubisoft, so...
Yeah, that's 64K? That's not bad, though, for an indie title.
That's why we don't have many players over there. But in reality, this game, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, is completely blowing that theory out of the water. If anything, this situation right here proves to everyone that when you give gamers a reason to support your game, they will show up. And in full force. A lovingly rebuilt classic
More
like
of this.
One, yeah. Wow.
Nah, on the real. This is literally it, Monos. All of y'all out there. Now I'm gonna yell at the anti-woke people. The anti-DEI. Because I'm trying to piss off both sides, you see. That's how you do it. You piss them both off so they both comment negative comments in your comments, and then the engagement goes up. Alright, so now we're talking about all you anti-woke bozos, right? What the frick is the word? All you chuds, all the chuds out there. Alright, chuds, you better freaking bust out the wallet right now. Because this Oblivion is doing exactly what the fudge we asking for. They made all the demons sexy, all the ladies sexier, everything. Even you saw the tree lady? You better go buy this game. You better go support. You better show them this is exactly what you want in the future.
Wow. That is surely a buying proposition that a lot of people are getting behind. But like...
And if you don't buy this game, if you don't help, like, or other similar games that you know, not just this game. But if you're not supporting those games, then I don't feel like you have a right to talk smack when a DEI game comes out. Because it's kind of like, well, you're not supporting the games that you do want either, so shut up.
I said at the beginning, not all rainbows and butterflies. There are certain drawbacks to this remaster that obviously people are taking issue with. The main one being the Type A, Type B, or in this case, Type 1 and Type 2.
Literally doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Do it. I don't care. Let the DEI people be happy with that. It's fine. It doesn't freaking change jack squat. Nobody cares. Not a single human being cares. There's just a bunch of people that are like... There's gonna be some people that are like reactionary, you know, like, are they doing the woke? Are they putting it in the game? And they're just like, relax, it's not. The game's still solid. It's the same game it's always been. Chill. Relax, calm down. I know some of you chuds got PTSD, you know, from freaking, you know, all these recent Bethesda games. Looking at you, Starfield. But relax, it wasn't that big a deal in Starfield. It's not that big a deal here. Just chill. Just you install a mod if you want that changes it to male female. Who cares? Shut up. Let's talk about the actual game.
Body, character, creator, instead of, I don't know, call me old school, male and female. For some reason, they had to change what they used to have in this from male and female to type 1 and type 2. And
if that's the only complaint we have, let's just bless our stars and move on. We have bigger hills to die on. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying this isn't stupid. It is. It's stupid. But we got bigger hills to die on. And forget about this. This don't matter.
I know the same argument always takes place here when we bring this up. It's not a big deal. Why do you even care? Just pick one and play.
And if you are on that camp though, and I'm basically saying the same thing. At the same time, it is stupid because if it doesn't matter, why change it to begin with? Somebody had to consciously go in there and make sure to change male and female to type 1 and type 2. Like that was a conscious decision that they made. Why? Because they still want to like play as if they care about, you know, trans people. They want to pretend like they care about social situations. They don't. They don't care. Bethesda does not care about your social rights. They don't care about trans people. They don't care about gay people. They don't care about any of that. And if you think that they do, you're delusional, and they're doing it so that you can buy their game. Stop being stupid. Come on. Come on. I'm on your side, okay? But I'm gonna call stupid out for being stupid. Like, don't play those games. Alright? They're not doing it for any other reason than the hope is that the modern audience, the woke audience, is going to see that and they're going to attract them in with that. And that's fine. If they're gonna do that, it's fine. Who cares? Let's focus, like, as long as the game itself is still good, they're not changing things to make it even more stupid. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Very, very minor thing. They should not have changed it to begin with, but they already did. Just let them have it.
Change the game experience, which, honestly, I kind of agree. It doesn't really do much to the overall game experience. Which brings me back to the point of, if it's not a big deal, why did they change it in the first place?
For brownie points. It's literally just for brownie points. There's no bigger... It does not get any more complicated than that. It doesn't get any bigger than that. I don't know why people aren't willing to just come out and say it. They're doing it so that they look like they're on the right side of history. They're doing it so that they look like, hey, look at us! We like black people! We like the trans people! We like the minorities! We like the... That's why they do it. Okay? It's like when somebody tries to come over and defend me, being like, no, Latinx this, Latinx that. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, what the hell is a Latinx? I live in LA. In the ghetto. Used to live in Compton. Now, not anymore. But I still live here in the heart of LA. In the hood. All my family's in the hood. Not one Latino, Latina has ever freaking called or heard of the freaking term Latino, Latinx. Not one. Not here, not Texas, not Tijuana, not Mexico. All the I could get you to Anaheim and to freaking Bakersfield, but you know who I do hear in Anaheim and Bakersfield saying that stuff? It's genuinely white people. I never heard a Latino, but I have absolutely heard white people use that term. I cannot lie to you.
When I look at it like the way it is,
and for those who don't know where Anaheim is, it's basically Disneyland. It's where Disneyland and all that stuff is.
Clearly strikes me as an ideology.
Though I don't get to go to Disneyland, right? It's like what, freaking like $100+ for a freaking ticket now to get into Disneyland? Screw that. I go for the little like areas around there. There's like a lot of areas around. It's like a cool like bar hangout, stuff like that.
Pushed like a tiny little snowball at the top of a mountain.
Or shout out to Billy Bees, which is like a cool indoor theme park that's like really awesome to take like the kids out for fun. You know, like it's very like it's all like slides and stuff like that. So I don't think it's gonna be some freaking place you're gonna be able to go to. As an adult, you're gonna eat pizzas there.
Avalanche of ideology. But regardless,
and a whole lot of
past that, if I'm even able to, what Oblivion Remastered gets right is almost everything else. While the name may suggest it's a simple upscale, this here is instead a full-blown remake in Unreal Engine 5 by developer Virtuous. Yeah, that same developer that I spoke of previously where the leaks of the announcement were stemming from. Every single asset in this game has been rebuilt from scratch. The lighting and shadows appear far more realistic now, and the
I genuinely have to wonder if the audio was as well, because the audio, if it was, good lord, was that well, like, recreated. That is insanely good.
Facial animations, especially the lip syncing, have seen a massive upgrade, adding to the immersion like never before. And honestly, my initial reactions, those of you might recall,
The combat is still just as wonky as it used to be, but they've smoothed it out enough, and it's so much more responsive that it's an improvement. It also doesn't help that I'm using blunt weapons, which is just bonk, bonk after bonk. But if you like use like the short sword, for example, it even though you are technically just swinging your sword at the enemy, I love the animations that make it feel like you're doing so much more than you actually are. You get me?
when I talked about the leak initially, was to not be as excited.
Oh,
hold myself back a little bit for this one because honestly,
I'm scaroused. I'm conflicted by that. I haven't gotten to that point.
I don't really know. But then we saw the official unveiling of this with the video and the masterful job they've done with it. And it just looks great. It does. I can't lie. When I see it, it's like, yeah, damn. They did a bang up job on this. Props where it's due. They crushed it.
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
On top of the graphics and what it looks like, the gameplay situations have also been reworked. The UI, audio, and leveling systems have all been modernized with what Bethesda has been calling the best of both worlds from Skyrim and Oblivion. Then we have the changes to the encumbrance.
It is very noticeable, by the way, where there are some things that were implemented from Skyrim, and it makes it really, like, really good.
The non-combat.
So much so that there are some points where I kind of wish they implemented even more things from Skyrim.
Perks and several other.
But at that point, it starts to like get away from itself, you know.
Updated, and get this: sprinting is finally in the game, alongside much improved third-person camera.
Insane. I haven't stopped using it. It's crazy. You can level up your athletics like crazy.
Reworked heads-up display and menus, revamped.
In order to level it up, I usually just jump. Everywhere I went, I would just bounce. Now you can level up your acrobatics by sprinting. Amazing.
Persuasion mechanics and a better map system. But underneath all that new tech is still the game that fans fell in love with nearly, 19 years ago now. It's still there, and launching alongside the standard edition is
I'm old.
The Oblivion Remastered Deluxe Edition, which includes exclusive quests, armor, weapons, and of course, the horse armor, because of course they're gonna add that DLC again. The digital...
That means I was 10 years old when this game came out. Wow. I told y'all I haven't played this game in a while.
Art book and the
I was 10 years old.
For fans of the franchise, I would say this edition sounds more like...
I was 10 years old, and at the age of 29, I'm still freaking playing this game. Not with better graphics, but still.
No-brainer than anything else. For those who are super excited about it, as far as I'm concerned with it, this is a game that I played a tiny bit of back in the day and always wanted to spend more time in it.
I played a lot of it and never beat the campaign. I played a lot of it.
And just wasn't able to get the time together to play it. So now I see this one coming out and I'm like, good, I'm glad I waited. Now I can play this one. If I can find the time to get together and actually play it and put...
No. Trust me, bro. They got, like... The way the system works is that from the get, you're able to fast travel damn near across the entire map. It's so much more convenient than Skyrim. And if you actually want to travel, like, on the roads, you can still do that, and you'll find caves and loot and stuff like that. But if you just want to get through the quests, you can fast travel to the cities, to the towns, from the get. Whoops.
Push all the other games aside.
It's amazing.
That I have
highly recommended.
Played right now.
Absolutely one of those games that respects your time and like gives you ways of like getting through things quickly. Quick saves, quick loads, all that stuff. You're good.
Like, holy crap, is this not the best time to be alive, to be a gamer?
Hell yeah.
At the same time, a terrible time to be an adult and have to have responsibilities. Between trying to
I've heard about this game.
While at the same time trying to get to start playing RoboCop and waiting to be playing the Warhammer game.
Same! I still gotta play Warhammer, I still gotta play RoboCop on my list as well. But then y'all recommend me other stuff like the Final Fantasy remake.
Game on top of a slew of other games. It's like,
Then
holy
Oblivion
crap.
comes out.
These games are awesome games. I know they are. I'm very excited to be playing all of them. Very trustworthy people have told me they are excellent experiences.
Eventually,
It's
we
just a
are
matter
going to
of
go through
finding
my
the time
entire
to get
Steam
to
library.
play them. That's why when we get
On
this
stream.
Oblivion shadow dropped, I'm like, yay. Like, on top of this game coming out right now, I had plans to try to get to Expedition 33, but now this is coming out, while I also have the backlog of the other games to try to be getting to. And all this being put at a time during the Nintendo
Expedition 33 looks amazing. Again, there's a lot of games out there that look good. But right now, with the drought that we've been on, I feel like people are just going for what they remember. That sense of safety. Like, I know this Oblivion. I know this game was good. None of this modern day nonsense. None of this. Nada. Just good old fashioned monsters, dragons. Well, not necessarily dragons, right? This one, but monsters versus like freaking wizards, knights. Let's freaking go! I want to throw some magic at you. You know, like the
Switch 2 trying to carve out a niche for
barbarians, the
itself
Colosseum.
and charging $80 for games. Good luck with that one, Nintendo. And like I referenced in my previous video talking about this, those of you who remember the leaked document from the FTC Bethesda being sold to Microsoft document, 2023, they showcased how they had this game on the docket to be releasing. For some reason, it had been delayed up until this point. It was...
Wait a second, Ghostwire 2 is also on the docket?
They showcased...
So we are getting a Fallout 3 remaster. Amazing! And we're also getting Ghostwire 2. We played Ghostwire on stream. That was a good game. It was the one where he like does the Naruto like hand symbols to like shoot like spells at ghosts in Japan. That was a good one.
How they had this game on the docket to be released.
Dishonored 3 and Ghostwire Tokyo sequel.
Up until this point.
Alright, let's freaking go! I'm excited for the Ghostwire sequel.
It is now coming out in 2025, but wow, from what I've seen so far, it was worth the wait. And did this game ever deliver? With this release now setting a standard, the rumored Fallout 3 remastered and new Dishonored entry,
I'm gonna lose it. If you do the exact same thing you did to Oblivion, but with Fallout 3, I'm in heaven. I'm good! I'm gonna be good for a long while, I'll tell you that much. And if you say you got another Dishonored, like, at this point, please, just, like, if you're gonna make Dishonored 3, remake Dishonored 1 for me. And I feel like Dishonored 2 is still good. I feel like Dishonored 2 holds up way too well. But Dishonored 1, with all the DLCs, that was really good. Should we play that one on stream, chat? Let me know. I think I have the whole series.
Might have some massive shoes to fill, on top of many other game leaks from that document that came out back then. But in
didn't we play Dishonored on stream? I might have.
Expedition 33 coming out in like a
that one looks really
days,
good.
on top of a gigantic backlog of games that I'm trying my best to get to right now. It's a wealth of amazing content to be playing, and what a time to be alive to be a gamer. And yeah, I'll complain all day about the first world problems of...
I still want to play Black Myth Wukong as well, but I need to get an Elgato so I can like hook up my console.
Not enough time and too many games.
Well, actually, is Wukong out on PC yet?
Rather take that than the opposite. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know in the comments if you guys have tried this game or if you plan on picking it up, or if you're going to wait for a sale, or if you just don't care about it in general. I am very interested to see what the overall sentiment is for this, because holy crap, after looking at that SteamDB, I'm like, who is not playing this game right now? If you guys want more information, check out smashjt.com for the full article. I will link it in the description below. If you appreciate what I'm doing, hit that join button. Thank you so much for watching, and as always,
it is on Steam.
Stay smashing.
Oblivion is the beginning.
Yeah, well, we're also going to end up playing Wukong as well.
Beginning of who I am as a individual, as a game developer. It all starts with this.
Oh, never
You're
mind.
one of
I
those
think I found
badass-
out where the Type 1 and Type 2 came from now.
The Imperial armor
there
is still
are
one of the
still
most
quite a
badass
few
looking
people
armors.
that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
But phenomenal, dude. And again, it really does show that it's like, quit with your nonsense. If you make a good game, everyone's gonna want to play it. Everyone's gonna buy it. Everyone's gonna go and freaking check it out. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today. I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi. That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!